So today I'm going to show you how to get this Jane Henderson, Nastasia Kinski, Paris, Texas inspired look. Your eyes do not deceive you. I have done a tutorial of this look in the past, but obviously the camera quality and the lighting back then wasn't so great. So I really wanted to revisit this look because it was one of my favorites. Paris, Texas by Wim Wenders, came out in 1984. One of my favorite movies of all time. I don't know if it's just because it's very like desert centric. It reminds me of where I grew up. In fact, one of the scenes filmed in Paris, Texas was actually filmed in my hometown. So that was pretty cool. I wasn't alive then, but still pretty cool. I love this film so much, and Harry Dean Stanton, one of my favorite actors. It's kind of a... I don't know why I always compare everything to Picnic at Hanging Rock, but I do. Same kind of feelings involved when I think about Paris, Texas. I think about Picnic at Hanging Rock. There's definitely an air of mystery, very enigmatic, and yeah, one of my favorites. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it after the tutorial, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this intro. I don't know why I talk so much, but if you guys want to see how I get this hair and makeup, stay tuned.
So the first thing I'm going to do is just clip my hair out of my face. Next, I'm going to take like a primer. This is very moisturizing. It's one of those Colourpop face milks. And I'm going to apply this all over my face so that my foundation has something nice to blend on top of. So I'm going to take a flat concealer brush and my foundation. Of course, you could use a concealer as well. And I'm going to begin to carve out my eyebrows, which means I'm just going to trace around my eyebrows really closely and blend the color out. This is going to give the illusion of a filled in eyebrow. So this is what works for me. However, if you feel like you need to fill in your eyebrows a little bit more, you are more than welcome to do that. Next, I'm going to take my foundation and I'm going to dot this all over my skin and just blend it out with a flat face brush. You can choose to use whatever foundation you want. If you like a more dewy finish or a matte finish, maybe you're into full coverage, maybe you like something light like a BB cream. You just want to get something down on the skin. I will say I was a little heavy-handed this day. So next, I'm going to take a translucent face powder, and with the powder puff that it comes with, I'm just going to press this into my skin to set my foundation. The 80s are kind of a more matte-faced decade, but honestly, it's not that important. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just clean up my lips a little bit. We're going to do a sheer lip, so I want to make sure that there's no product on my lips, and also my lip was peeling. I know that's gross. I'm sorry. So I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to pick up these like medium toned browns. They're like mid-toned. They're all matte, and I'm going to just blend this all over my lid into my crease and then just bring that color almost all the way up to the brow bone. You can choose whatever undertone you want for the brown. It doesn't really matter. Just pick your favorite. But you do want to get a somewhat medium toned brown all over the eyelid. And I'm also blending that into my bottom lash line. Next, I'm going to take a black eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to put this all around my eye onto my waterline. I'm going to tightline my top lash line. It's okay if it's a little bit messy, because next we're going to take a little angled brush, and I'm going to just blend that out, smudge it around a little bit just to soften the color. I don't want anything too harsh. Next, I'm going to take a dark brown matte eyeshadow, and I'm going to press that on top of the eyeliner to set it, and it's going to also soften the color a little bit. Going back in with those mid-tone browns, I'm just going to go over the same area around my eye, and once again this is going to just continue to soften it. Now going back in with those matte deep browns, I'm going to work this into the outer corner of my eye and into the crease. Now, I am trying to make my eyes look like they have a deeper crease than they really do. This is kind of like an optional step. If you have a deep crease or deep set eyes, you don't really need to do this. Next, I'm going to take a like nude bone shade, apply that to my brow bone, nice and matte. And then I'm taking a little bit of shimmer and just popping that onto the center of my eyelid very lightly. You just want a touch of sheen to it. And I'm cleaning up any fallout. And now I'm going to go ahead and curl my eyelashes. and apply lots and lots of black mascara. So I know I like to use false eyelashes for my looks, but this is a makeup look that doesn't have false eyelashes. So you just want to build up your lashes with mascara, do a couple of coats, get them nice and thick and full. Next, I'm going to take a large powder brush and a muted, like dusty pink, and I'm going to apply this onto the high apples of my cheeks, near my cheekbones and temples. This is kind of like called draping, like blush draping. You want to sort of like contour and frame your face with the blush. I like to add a touch on my chin, nose, and forehead just to kind of rosy everything up, make you look a little bit more alive. Now with my lips, I am taking a hot pink sheer lipstick just to add a little bit of color. But you do want your lips to kind of show through. You don't want this to be a super opaque matte color. Next, I'm going to take a hot pink gloss and just add a little bit of shine. This is kind of an optional step, but I just really love wearing lip gloss these days. It's so pretty. I love lip gloss. I'm glad that lip gloss came back. Next, I'm going to set my entire face with some setting spray, and I'm going to use a beauty sponge and press that into my skin to melt all the products into my skin so you're not looking too cakey or powdery. And now I'm just going to take out the clips, zhuzh my hair a little bit, comb through it. We are going to create a very atrocious looking faux bob, so just hang in there. So I'm going to tease the roots of my hair on the top of my head just for a little bit of volume. And then I'm going to gather my hair, twist it slightly, and then clip it. This looks absolutely hideous from the back. This was literally only for a couple of pictures. I feel like you could still do the makeup look if you like, but yeah, my method of creating a faux bob is deeply flawed. Yeah, that's about it.
And this is it for the completed look. It's just a relatively simple smoky eye, lots of black eyeliner. I wanted to do a very bright pink lip that was very sheer but still glossy because it wasn't a super heavily made up lip. The face products weren't super heavy, although I think I did go a little heavy-handed with my foundation today. It happens. The hair, as far as hair tutorials go, I just basically clipped up the length of my hair to try to make it look like a bit of a bob. If you have shorter hair, you probably won't have to worry about it. But if you just like the makeup, then you can just do the makeup. I paired it with this cardigan that I am wearing backwards because I wanted it to look like that sort of, she wears this beautiful like hot pink, it's almost red. I don't know if it's like mohair or angora, but it's this like really beautiful sweater dress, and I think about it all the time. And so this is as close as I'm gonna get to that. And I'm wearing backwards. All the buttons are, you can't even see, all the buttons are in the back. But yeah, it's actually a pretty simple eye makeup look. I think I made the eyes a little bit more involved than they really need to be. I just don't have her eye shape, so I did a lot of building up in the crease to try to hollow that area out. But otherwise, you can just like apply some eyeliner and smudge it around and throw some brown eyeshadow, and it's basically the same thing. But yeah, super fun look. I mentioned in the intro that I already did a tutorial of this look a few years back. And the thing is, there's a lot of looks that I've done in the past that I absolutely love. And it kind of just breaks my heart because the quality of those tutorials weren't that great. I didn't have a great, filming setup. So I was thinking about revisiting a few of the looks that I've done in the past. I would hopefully do 2 tutorials a month, one that's a newer look that I haven't done yet, and then one that is a former look that I've done in the past. So what I need from you guys is a little bit of help or suggestions. If there is a particular look that I've done in the past that you really want to see remade, just let me know. I'm going to start tallying up the requests and just seeing which ones I'm going to do first. I would eventually like to do all of them, but we'll see. Yeah, so a little bit about Paris, Texas. So this is honestly one of my favorite films. I mentioned earlier, it just feels very nostalgic and homey to me. I I love the desert scenery. That's something that I like resonate with very deeply as someone who has grown up in the desert of Southern California. And in fact, our dinosaurs, our Cabazon dinosaurs, were actually featured in the film for a brief a brief moment. It was for one film, as well as the Willen Diner, which is not there anymore. It was condemned and then they just tore it down. But I really love this film. It's very mysterious. Harry Dean Stanton is honestly probably one of the most compelling actors of all time. Like I love him so much. I love him so much. I think he's wonderful. And I haven't really ran into a movie of his that I didn't like. And of course, Nastassja Kinski is absolutely breathtaking as Jane. One of my favorite parts of the whole movie is when they go and watch the old like family footage that they took together on one of their little like holidays, and she's just so beautiful and radiant. And also somebody did a really great video like montage of that part of the film to Always Not My Baby, and I watch it like every day. It's my favorite. But yeah, great film. I love this look. I don't know if there's anything else to say. I feel like this outro is very long. I'm so sorry. But yeah, as always, I will leave a list of all the products that I use down below in the description box. And if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to ask those down below as well. And I wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who commented on my last video. You guys were just, I don't know, I just felt so much love, and it was kind of overwhelming, but in a good way. And I just received such a positive response, and that made me so happy because I worked on that tutorial for a long time, admittedly, a very long time. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who's been so sweet and supportive. It means so much to me. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thank you for watching, and until next time.